kill. Ad-libs in my head, but Lord God's my everywhere. My everywhere. Putting that in this bench's path, I'll show you the guilt. Mind without control, it's just a wandering in the sun. Then it begun. The lack of trust. She brought the apple. Stabbing in the bed, a nation willing for the world, and I gave it all best, and I made a minor scratch. Now I heard it running for president. I pass it to the next. Now it was the message, and I reprimand, and I put in an album. Just a wandering in the sun. Then it begun. The lack of trust. She brought the apple. Stabbing in the back, about a nation willing fully straight to fucking death. Preach the wonders of the world, and I gave it all my best. And I make the tragedies look like a minor scratch. Now I started running for president. Now I like them, then I pass it to the next. Now I influence the masses with propaganda. Now I reprimand, then I put in an album. Put me in the den, and I'm coming out again. Put me in the stand, law of the attract. Yeah, put me in front of 1,000,000 starving children, and I split the bread so everyone filling. Split the Red Sea, my enemies are swimming. Split like poverty, man, this vision. We are the movement, you are just a witness.
Yo, we in the matrix, look how the codes. We the fabric, binary digits dancing like elastic. Red pill or blue pill, man, this shit is drastic. It's like I'm watching the Matrix in real life, it's a classic. Like Morpheus, I'm the oracle, spitting truth. Mind plugs into server, searching for the proof. My flows encrypted, firewalls can't spoof. I'm the glitch in the Matrix, boy, watch me break through.
Code, hello, I'm a new membrane programmer. Let me introduce it to the organics. I'm talking down to the wires and thin plastic. Functions through oil, granite and sheet metal. Operation coded in a cell like stereotypes. I wanna remain a human, but you're just a prototype. When does the cross between flesh and system unite? I'm worried the youth is programmed to live and die.
Hello, friends, family, and most importantly, my legends. The Miss Meow Meow wanted to do the intro with us, so can't do much about that. But, friends, it is a very special day. It is a very important and special day, my friends and family, because today is the day that a 2-year project finally reaches the finale, finally reaches the mainstream. And although it is not the mainstream's choice of media, it is quite in fact the media exposing mainstream media. It is the media exposing the program. It is the media in which the code is broken. My friends, 2 years ago, not quite exactly on this day, but 2 years ago, I started making this song that was just so beyond my own capacity at the time that once I had started it, I realized I understood the mission, And I realized that the Matrix is not only the reality we live in, but the composition needed to be created. The movie format has been created. If you haven't seen that, I would recommend you go see it. The entire trilogy. It's rather appalling. It's incredible how real it seems to be nowadays that movie ended up playing out. But we're not here to talk about the movie. We're not truly even here to talk about me. We're here to talk about how the Matrix album came to be. And even though I wanted to do this stream yesterday before it dropped, I was hit with a Matrix attack, which ultimately ended up being my fault. So, turns out the reason why my internet wasn't getting anything, or was just, ended up being because of the Ethernet cable. Isn't that crazy? The Ethernet cable. The direct link between my Wi-Fi router and my computer ended up being the reason why I couldn't get a signal. Don't know what was wrong with that. As soon as I unplugged it and did a test, hey, you guys, chill out. We're still in the Matrix. Hey, stop it, you fucker. I'd turn the camera around, but I don't want to put it back up. So, my Ethernet cable was the reason why I was getting 1/10 of what I usually get as far as connection and signal and Wi-Fi. So, now that we have established a true connection, a real glitch in the Matrix, I have to do this stream. I have to. It's a part of the mission. So, before I proceed, I think we should go back to, well, I would say I did start it off by talking about that first track. But before I continue, I think we should see where this truly originates. With Mr. Anderson. Oh, there was supposed to be a cutscene. Hold on. Let's go back. So, we're going to watch Mr. Anderson, and then I'll continue. So, with nice. All right, so back to that first track. I started making the first track, and ultimately, if you've listened to anything on The Matrix, I would recommend you go listen to that track. It's called The Matrix on the Matrix album. Track number 13. I started making this track, and I got halfway through when I realized I had to do this mission. And before I continue, I want to say I genuinely appreciate every single person that helped me create this. Every single other artist that I had on the album. Several of which I do not talk to anymore. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. And I'm glad that we sought this mission through, even though we don't talk anymore. I appreciate all your hard work and all your effort. But I told Plato right after making the first half of the Matrix song on the album that I'm going to make this incredible album. I'm going to make this revolutionary album. And I had him listen to it, and he was like, "Dude, this is insane. We got to make this. We got to make this album." And that's why several of the features on the album are Plato. He was the driving force. We were the light inside of the darkness. Then 2 years passed. 2 years. Came all the way to about summer this year, where I had accumulated enough to actually start sitting down and finishing stuff. And then somewhere around summertime I got super busy. And then that's when I decided, so a little bit more context about the album in and of itself. It has an intro, which are the first 3 tracks. In the beginning, Rage and Jones. Jones sort of signifies exactly how this story is going to be taught. But then there are 3 chapters. The 3 chapters are initiated by the songs that I guess you could call more of skits. There's spoken speech. They are more free speech than they are songs. So the first chapter is sort of before entering. Well, you never really enter the Matrix, you're just sort of always there. But in this context, the first chapter starts with 1776, where it is before the Matrix infiltration. And all the songs leading up to that are sort of somewhere between understanding oneself, understanding the system, how it operates, what's going on. And then that finishes in the Matrix, where you get to understand the entirety of what's going on around here. What's going on in here? That kicks off the second chapter with Andrew Tate. The Revolution, where we take a stand, infiltrate the system, start using it against them, start taking the code, unraveling it, and turning it into what we need it to be, which is the rebellion, the revolution. And then it continues on into the fatality of the world, which ends with the final chapter. A masterpiece, I must say. But then that kicks off the third chapter and the final chapter, which you can understand to the maximum with the intro to the third chapter, known as Veracity, with Alex Jones. He goes on to explain exactly the mission of which we are suppressed into. Sort of the entirety of why these things are happening in real world. That's what I love about the Matrix that I created here, is that I took a story similar to the Bible, where it has a beginning and it has an end, and then it has a thereafter. I put it into a series of, moving through the chapters in ascension. There we go. Ascending from darkness to light in the format of frequency. If you've ever seen the chart of frequency, I believe shame is the lowest and enlightenment is the highest. So we took what was confusion and shame down there at the bottom within the beginning and rage, all the way up, ascending through the layers of frequency, all the way up into transcendence, which is definably what Alex is talking about. Trying to transcend into the afterlife through the dimensions. You can understand it fully by listening to Veracity. But that's where it finishes, with Eternal. And if I were to tell you what my favorite track is out of the entire album, it would be split between The Matrix song and Eternal. Those are my two favorite tracks out of the entire thing. And granted, I love all of it. It's all just so immaculate. It's all so... The closer I got to finishing it, I realized just how quintessentially it was created. It's like fucking perfect. I could not... It blew my mind. And truthfully, I know it's rather long considering there's 28 tracks. It amounts up to, I think, probably just over 2 hours. I haven't really checked on that. I'm assuming it's probably over 2 hours considering the Matrix track in and of itself is almost 7 minutes. And all the main tracks like Jones, Musk, and Tate, those are somewhere around 5 minutes each. The fact that the numerology that was instilled into the album, the fact that it moves throughout the waves of frequency, the fact that it's in a story format, everything about it. It's like, truthfully, when I started making it, somewhere getting close to the end, I realized God just fucking took over my soul, dog. And he just started writing, and then he started producing. And next thing you know, I have a project I started 2 years ago coming to a close. And I could not be more happy. And if you thought it was ever easy, it wasn't. Not even a little. I mean, the fact that I had to create all the music, and then I had to get everyone together to help write for the lyrics, be the artist, be every single part of it, of what makes it. And then coming to the close, my distribution said fuck you straight to my face, where I put the fucking turbos on, the boosters went Mach 10 trying to finish this thing. Hey, yeah, you gotta calm down, dude. There's no reason. I went Mach 10 trying to get this thing done, and I was 2 days left with my original distributor that was going to allow me to release this by this year, and that was the mission. The mission was to get this done before 2025. That was 2 days before I sent it in for distribution. They got back with me on the last day. They said, no, you got problems here, 7 more places. You got this issue, and this issue, and we're not gonna listen to you. Because I also sent in an email requesting that they would oversee this prior to me sending in for distribution so that they could let me know what might be an issue so that it doesn't get flagged and it gets released and everything's fine. They didn't get back with me. So on the final day that I had to send this in, otherwise it wouldn't release on this year, I had to figure something out. That's when it hit me. And I got a new distributor. Yep. And God bless I got that new distributor, man. The amount of utility I have now in my fucking pocket on the one app. I had to originally with the other distributor, I had to outsource so many other things like uploading lyrics and time syncing and credits and oh my God, man. It was like all that shit just right there. Just in one. And then they were like, you're not gonna believe this. You can choose what day you want it to release. And I was like, you're gonna tell me that I can upload it this year? That was over. I got rid of my old subscription. I right onto a new one with the new distributor, and I finalized everything. I sent it off, and just like a boomerang, it came right back right in my lap and said, hi, everything's good to go. You have a lovely day and holiday. All right, let's go. The Matrix coming out on time with all this fucking hard work. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh man, God was listening to my prayers. And it's just so incredible. Everything about it's incredible. If you have the time, I would recommend you listen to it from track number 1 to track number 28, all in order. If you got the time. Doesn't mean to say you can't listen to it out of order on shuffle. The entirety of it sounds incredible. But to get the best experience, the most understanding about its entirety, you're going to want to listen to it 1 to 28. And I'm just really happy. I'm happy that this became a reality. I'm happy that you're here listening to me talk about it. I'm happy that everything is just peachy. No matter what struggle there has been, ever, I'm just very, very thankful that everything has happened the way it needed to. Time's on timing. Time's on timing. And thank you for tuning in. This has been another Luxury Updates. Specifically about The Matrix, the most renowned album to ever exist in the early to mid 21st century. Thank you, my friends. We'll catch you next time. Well, actually, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to be doing regular Luxury Updates again. I just had to situate all this shit. Had to make sure it was all working properly. I'm very thankful. I'll give a shout out just because it's the end. Shout out to Maddie B43. Shout out to Plato. Shout out to Oleg. Shout out to Nick. And for the main topics of the entirety, Alex Jones, Elon Musk, and Andrew Tate. Thank you for being figures of hope, figures of strength, figures of resilience. I probably used that incorrectly. Figures of the revolution, showing us that there is another way. I'm blessed to be I'm blessed to be here. And may God bless you. It's about to be 2025, baby. And I wouldn't want to be in any other time frame doing anything else. This is my passion. So are you working for yours? Because it's dying for you.